Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rocky Mountain Rep Festival. 3, 2, 1, go!
All right. What's up, everybody?
We got there.
Welcome,
we here, man. We here.
Welcome to Hot Makes. We've been gone. It's been too long.
Since you've been gone.
Yeah. All right, that was the show. Have a great night. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Wow, what's up? How you guys doing?
Doing all right. It's been too long. I like the new like every other week schedule, but when we have a moment where like it's a bad night to do a show because of whatever's going on, it means that we just like have a month off, and that feels so wrong. But
true.
I don't know.
But it feels so good.
We have a ton of hot mix.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'll be right. I want to ask Joey how he's doing too, but I gotta say, we did figure out the spreadsheet situation. If you watched the last show, we were like, what the heck's going on with the spreadsheet? Well, it was working. It was just like somehow inserted itself in the middle, like 100 items back.
Yeah,
it was just filling up a spreadsheet from the center. And
I was texting Jim today, and I was like, I don't see it. I must be looking at the wrong spreadsheet. And he's like, Jim probably thought I was the biggest idiot in the world because he's like, dude, scroll up. And I was like, I did scroll up, and there's nothing there. It turned out I needed to scroll up like 200 rows in the spreadsheet. It was up there. He was right, but I was over here like, I can't see it.
Yeah, I was like, go up to line like 471 or something like that, and like all of a sudden, all the May stuff started showing him. But
so
Joey, how you doing?
He was like, shut up. I just made a new spreadsheet.
No, actually it made itself because I changed the name of the one we were using. So it created another one for us. And then I just put the old stuff into it. That way, that way it was there and it was fresh. It was new. Someday we should do a show with like every hot make ever submitted. It would be like a 6-day show or something.
Hey, maybe we do that. Maybe we do that as one of those like long, like fundraiser streams.
Ooh,
where it's like it's going to be a 24-hour long stream, but like we raise money for something. I don't know why.
Joey, how you been? It's been. I don't think you were in the last show, so welcome back.
Yeah, you were in the last two. No,
the last. It would have been the last two. I was literally like, I had a vacation and a work trip, and both of them conflicted with us pretty badly. So I was in the desert about half the month. Not like stranded in the desert, but like nice in the desert.
He was in the desert hanging out with his friend in a camper with blue smoke coming out of it.
I heard that was a sandy trip. I don't know. Well, you missed David. I mean, come on.
I know.
But you're gonna make up for all of it because turns out you're going to RMRRF.
I am. That was the big news.
It wasn't the case before. Yeah.
Well, my current career is changing, and
I've not said that. What is all this about?
Yeah, there's just a lot of big changes happening. So I don't know. Now I have the opportunity to go. So why not?
That's awesome.
Your career is changing. All right. So tell me, can you talk about that, or is it not a thing?
He's going to work for Lucasfilm.
Actually, yeah. Some things. I'm starting my own company.
Nice.
My own LLC. So it's basically I'm still going to do the same job I'm doing, just not as much. And then I can work on other things I want to work on. So
Joey was selecting the next pope. Yeah.
It's selecting the new cook is what.
Oh no.
Speaking of Tech Jeeper, he said something earlier. Oh, I always get the hot shakes before the hot makes. Are you okay? You should probably see a doctor. Rocky Mountain Oysters fun. Thank you, Andrew. Oh, Jim.
Yeah, I saw it.
Oh, okay.
This mic, I don't know. All I did was this. I moved it a little and it disconnected me. So I'll have to watch that. You know what that means, right?
Colorado cornbread.
Time to, yeah.
See you there again this year. Thanks for being an amazing MC.
Hey, thank you. It's going to be awesome. We have the whole RMRRF cast. We're going to get them in really quickly because I know at least Mike, his Amish wife needs him back at home or something like that. No, I'm just joking. I was taking my headset out and changing back to speakers because I'm having some weird issues with the headset. And I heard I have to leave early because my wife and I thought I heard is Amish while I was taking out my headset out. And I was like, I don't think that's the right Rep Festival. I think we're talking about the wrong one. But we'll get them in a couple minutes, and that'll be awesome. But we got the RMRRF crew here. We're going to talk all things Rocky Mountain Rep Festival. It's 2 weeks. Well, no, it's not even 2 weeks away now. It's a week from Friday, right?
Yeah, our next
a week from Saturday
episode of Hot Makes is supposed to take place the Monday that we'll be getting back from RMRRF, which I got to talk to you guys about that.
We should decide.
Some schedules might be changing for me.
Your schedules might be changing for you. Let's talk after because
we got to talk about this. I might. Long story short, I might be doing that episode of Hot Makes on the road.
Well, we should talk because we're all three going to be in the same spot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if we have free time, which I'm not sure how much we'll have, we might have to do a show from there. But
I feel bad because I should have gotten. Let's absolutely do this.
Let's talk afterwards. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I next year I certainly want to try to get in on the in the Maker Lounge. Let's just do like a panel Hot Makes where we just do an episode of Hot Makes on the stage, like live kind of thing. I forgot to try to figure that out this year, but do what?
Can I tell you something?
What?
I know the guy who has the microphone. We could do wherever the hell we want. Just joking. They're all in the chat going. No. Anyways, let's definitely talk about that. And everybody's here. I keep glancing at chats. It's like 3D Print Bunny's here. Tech Jeep. I saw earlier. I think Pezliz was here. David Wilson, of course. Andrew, we got it right. So welcome everybody. Thank you guys for coming. We haven't been around, so there you go. Let's see. Do you want to do what have you been up to? Like, do you want to do
bearded printer
thing quick?
$10 for neat.
Bearded printer. Thank you so much. Neat. Does that mean one of our hairs? You know, Caleb, nice droid builder's hat. We got.
Yeah, I know. We ended up. We matched and didn't even mean to
today. So, anyways, I real quick before we pull these guys in. I see something. Would you want to talk about your thing in the spreadsheet here? What's?
Yeah. So I'll try to keep it. I'll try to keep it short, and I'll try to keep it to the messaging. But basically,
that was short enough. All right. Just joking. Not funny. Okay. All right. Sorry.
No. So I've been working on this R2 project, right? This guy right here. He's got most of his guts in place. I need to redo some guts, but it's turning out pretty cool. But what I needed to do was I needed to convert it from the Arduino setup that I had before to an ESP32, and I needed a PlayStation 2 controller. Hush your mouth. I needed a PlayStation 2 controller, and there's a local game. Like used game store that has a couple locations around the Central Arkansas area called Game Exchange. Pretty much every city, town in the U.S. has some sort of resales, like video game console and game system, and resale store, right?
Right.
My PSA here is, if you're getting weird vibes, just don't. just and pay attention. Like,
okay.
And if they have weird policies, like take that as sign number 2, not to do work with them. And sign number 3 is make sure that you know for sure what the policies are, what the return policies are before you're done. So basically, what happened was this is a combination of like a K-Librant and a PSA. So I needed this PS2 controller, right? I call them, and the person on the phone is like, and I'm like, hey, I need a PlayStation 2 controller. Do you guys have any? And they were like, yeah, we're pretty sure we do. And I was like,
pretty sure.
Yeah. And I was like, well, okay. I'm hoping to come down there to drive all the way out there after work to pick one up. So do you mind maybe confirming that you have one? And he goes, he's like, all right, well, I'm busy, so hang on. And then I sit in like a quiet hold with no music, which I'm actually, I appreciate that. But, and then he comes back and he's like, yeah, we had one. I put it behind the counter for you. And I was like, okay, cool. What was the price on that? And he's like, man, I don't know. I didn't check the tag. And I'm like, okay, well, hopefully it doesn't cost an arm and a leg because I'm coming out there and I'm tired of asking you questions. So I get down there after work and I'm like, hey, I called earlier about the PlayStation 2 controller. The dude said that he had it behind the counter, and the guy's like, I don't know. He's like, there's nothing behind the counter. So I'm like, okay, where are they? And he's like, over there. So I go over there. They have 2 in like a giant bin of controllers, right? There's 2 of them that have different price tags on them with different prices. So I bring them both up to the counter and I say, hey, why is there a price difference between these 2? Is it like a battery thing or like a quality thing or cleanliness, whatever the case is? They were like, oh, well, I think because this one is a PlayStation 2 controller or a PlayStation 3 controller, and this one is a DualShock 3 controller. So that's probably the price difference between the 2. And I'm like, that's the same thing. It's the same thing. The DualShock 3 is a PlayStation 3 controller. And they were like, oh, the price tag is different. And I'm like, this one says PlayStation 3 parentheses DualShock 3. And this one says DualShock 3 dash PS3 controller. They say different things, but they're also saying the same thing. So then I was like, okay, whatever. I'll go with the one it was only a $5 difference. So I was like, I'll go with this one. And I was like, so what do you, how do you guys check the battery life and stuff? Do they have a good charge and stuff like that? Where they're like, oh, we don't check the battery life on those. And I was like, well, how do you know if they hold a charge? It's an internal battery that you can't easily replace. And you're selling this thing for $25, by the way.
Woo!
For this older console's controller, right?
Right.
And they're like, well, we don't have the right system to plug it into. We don't have any PlayStation 3s. And I was like, but you have a wall outlet, right? You have that system. That's what you can at least plug it in and at the very least see if the batteries, see if the little blinky light comes on as it's charging. And they're like, yeah, we don't really test those. And I'm like, okay, so my next question is, what's your return policy?
Yeah.
And they were like 90 days, same as cash. So I was like, okay. In my head, I was thinking there's no way these people screw people over that much. So he means 90 days, same as cash, or 90 days you get your cash back, and then after 90 days, it's in-store credit.
Right.
I bring it home, and lo and behold, as you guys have probably guessed, spoiler alert, it didn't work. It didn't even hold a charge. I left it plugged in all night, not a single light turned on the thing, right? So I come back with the receipt and the controller, and I say, hey, I'd really like to just have my money back. This has been a terrible experience. I don't know how you guys don't at least check these, right? And they were like, oh, we don't take returns. We don't give cash back. It's we give you in-store credit if you bring it back within 90 days. And I'm like, dude, you just sold me a $25 piece of plastic that doesn't work because you didn't test the batteries, and you're saying your policy is that you won't give somebody their money back. And then they were like, yeah, it's on the receipt. Our return policy is on the receipt. And I'm like, the receipt you give me after I've already purchased the dang thing? How does that help me? So,
oh man.
PSA, if you're thinking about doing an electronics project and you need some sort of controller or something, don't go with old ones or off-brand ones. Just go ahead and save yourself a week of heartache and just get the name brand one fresh in the package, brand new from like Walmart or Target or something. Just don't. And if you are going to work with a any of those resale, like pay attention to their policies, because some of them they're so predatory when it comes to like taking your money and never giving it back.
Well, it sounds like the guys that or I should say people, I don't know who's working there, right? It sounds like the people who are working there came from Office Max and they don't know anything about games or something. Like,
oh no, they were definitely like, that was their first job, or they definitely don't get paid enough to care. And I called their manager to talk to them about it, and they were like, sorry, and they were just so rude the whole time. Yeah. And then I tried calling their corporate number, and the corporate number was just leave a message, tell us what store the message is for, and the manager of the store will call you next day. And I'm like, she's not going to call me. I just got off the phone with her. And she's pissed off.
Nice.
So
nice. Oh man, that's too funny.
That's it. That's my pooch rant. Caleb rant.
Short.
PSA.
I love it.
Battle cry. Battle cry. They're too busy with the meth lab in the back.
Well, I tell you what, I'll go into mine later. Let's get our guests in. We'll talk my stuff later. And
okay.
Sorry. Then, we'll, but I think we should bring the guys in. Anything special? Is this where we end it? No.
Yeah, this is the end of the show. Bye, everybody.
The end of the show. Everybody's waiting. Ladies and gentlemen,
let's go ahead and bring them in.
Yeah, Justin, Zach, and Mike, the RMRRF crew. How you guys doing?
RMRRF.
Hello.
Hey, is that this year's lanyard?
Wait.
Looks about the right size.
It's a difference too.
Yeah. Oh, geez.
One of those. Hang on. I think one of those had a 3, right?
Yes. Yeah.
We're going back in time.
Yeah, we are. Might as well.
Is that the lanyard
for Rocky Mountain Rep Rap Festival 2023 next week?
I love it. How you guys been?
Good.
Busy.
Yeah.
I imagine busy because we're less than 2 weeks out, huh?
We are.
Yep. Already.
Yeah.
Nice. Are we ready for we're ready for a big show? Is it going to be bigger, better like it's been the last 2 years?
Yep. More space, more stuff, more things.
So we were trying to have you guys on before a few weeks before the show, and we just couldn't, like, scheduling was an issue, and we kept having like things weren't lining up and stuff. I would imagine this close to the show, things are like super busy. So like what kind of stuff do you guys end up running into? Like the closer you get to a show like this, like what are some of the things that just like absolutely you're like, oh, I didn't think that was going to be a problem, but now we have to work this out?
Well, scheduling issues for one. I know we've had quite a few of those. Sponsors have said, hey, we've got issues.
Yeah.
So, and that's inevitable.
Yeah. And it's probably one of those things where it's like the issues aren't because they aren't being treated well. The issue is like just it's like everybody's going to have an issue. Everybody wants something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody wants something, and they don't necessarily care what everybody else needs as well. It's like they just want you to help them out.
I think
we do our best.
I mean, so what do we got? What's the sponsorship lineup look like? How many? Let's start there.
I have the spreadsheet somewhere. I think we're at like 59 or 6.
Stand up and turn around with your shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
There they are.
Yeah.
I can see them all. There we go.
Awesome. Is that about the same as last year or more or what?
I think it's actually 2 less due to some adaptations we made.
Gotcha. Well,
I think we're 60-ish, 59 or 60.
Nice. Yeah. That's and adaptations. I saw some changes come in. It looked like you made some spaces bigger this year. What? Yes. Let's talk about that.
Do we have
I did. I'll make your life easy right here.
Oh, there we go.
Ooh.
Have it ready.
I'm all about.
I'm always ready.
Boom.
Let me see if I can zoom in. There we go. We'll zoom in a little. So that's the new layout. Pretty much, it's the same venue, obviously.
What'd you say? The new way out?
Yes, the new way out.
New way out.
Bring up the map and show, and the first thing you need to make sure we're not aware of is how to get out of it.
Yeah.
It's the exits only to the Frozen Chicken Depot. Gotcha. So we expanded a little bit into what you see on the right here, the LCCC, which is now our Maker Lounge speaking area, brought to you by Fabrico. Yes, that's a plug for Fabrico. They're happily sponsoring that lounge existing. So it's bigger.
And that's like in the far side building, far past that, right?
No, not fully. So for those of you that were there last year, where Joel was with his hammer game, you go through those 2 doors, and it's right there.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so, it's in the same building. It's just a space that is attached to it that we didn't use last time, but it's a more formalized room, a presentation room. So I think it'll be a better experience for both the presenters and also the attendees, that they won't have the ambient sound or people walking by. So I think it'll be a much better environment for that.
At last count, we heard somewhere around 160 chairs, which is, I think, an extra 60 above last year.
That's awesome.
And we are planning to live stream the talks this year.
Okay.
So we've got it all set up and tested, and just have to.
That'll be cool.
Quality.
Yeah, pretty big leap from that first year. You remember we kind of buried it in the corner and literally threw the couch in the corner and said, "Have fun." There you go.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, and the first year, you didn't have both rooms, right? So
no.
You know that it was all in the room on the left as we're looking at this picture right now. You know, and it was a cozy corner. We'll call it cozy. You know?
That corner has now evolved into our event storage corner.
Fix them, dude. Is it too late to order the kosher meal?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. The chicken giveaways will be at Murph. Yeah.
Yes.
We're gonna have full frozen chickens, and we're gonna shoot them out of a cannon into the crowd. You gotta catch them.
Mythbuster style.
I don't know.
Yes.
You better hope they don't fall before they hit the ground.
Yeah. I don't know if you know it, but actually Big Jano took over. He's my manager now, and he just posted my rider. This is, 21 Oreos and a jar of salsa. I'm not sure what we're doing with the salsa, but the Oreos.
What are the jars of salsa for?
I don't know.
Are you dipping Oreos in salsa?
I mean,
is that what's going on here?
Sweet.
Actually, that doesn't say. I don't know. That might not be too bad. Who knows?
Yeah.
It says a guy who drinks or has cereal with water.
Okay. We're talking about a flavor with a not flavor. The water is a not flavor. Don't give me crap for that.
To dump the
flavor in
Oreo.
Oreo. We got flavor Oreos and flavor salsa. You ever have like sweet and savory combo? It's good. It could be good.
So
all right.
So back on track.
We're all gonna do Oreos and salsa.
If we're looking at this, the center tables that don't have any names on them currently, those are all for like community members, right? Makers and stuff like that. Are we full there?
We're trying to grab one more off the wait list, but no one's responding. So I have to wait impatiently for someone to respond. But we're full otherwise.
That's awesome. Congratulations. That's super cool.
Hopefully means that everyone shows up. We only had 5 no-shows last year. I actually have the list right here.
Nice.
I can show names for that. But.
Moving that Maker Lounge really opened up that South Hall too. I mean, it was kind of you walk in there and you go, well, I can't go that way.
Right.
I'm gonna go around the other way, and then I get stuck the other way, kind of go back around. So that'll be a really nice change.
Yeah. And it hid the robot back there too.
Yeah. We actually got a request from 3D Gloop not to hide the robot this year.
Yeah. We're actually putting it in the middle of the hall, and it's going to swing around and knock everybody's stuff down. It's going to be awesome.
Just randomly spinning. I love it.
So
this year at RMRRF, we have the 3D printing American Ninja Warrior Challenge.
Yeah, against a robot.
Yeah.
We're working on it. That's next year.
We already showed you where the exit is. You got to make it there.
Joey said last year was his. I think it wasn't your first show at all, right?
It was my first, of anything. So anything 3D printing, or I mean, I've done things before, just not 3D printing related. So,
right?
Yeah, it was awesome. It was crazy that it doubled pretty much doubled in size last year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had no choice. As
Yeah.
we spoke about afterwards, it was so packed. We knew like 1 o'clock on that Saturday, the first year, like we need more space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we still needed more space last year.
No, it was a good show, and I think it was a really good way to the first year to learn and kind of like, what is this going to be? And for those of you watching, you're like, what the heck is RMRRF? It's the Rocky Mountain Rep Festival. It's in Loveland, Colorado, and it's on the weekend of the 16th. I think is it the 16th and 17th and 18th? There we go.
17th and
Look,
18th.
it's right there on the.
And yeah, you can fly into Denver, and it's just a short 45-minute drive north or 40-minute right around there. And then you can stay in Loveland around the area there, and for the whole weekend, it's so much fun, and it's still free to get in, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So if you can get
Always
there,
be free.
it's free. So if you're watching this and you live
First year's
near,
free. After that, it'll cost you.
yeah,
Yeah. Next year, $100. No, I'm kidding.
Subscription plan.
yeah, it's the subscription. Yeah, well, it's buy two get
3D
one.
printing fire festival.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Okay,
Well, but it's such a fun thing because we just showed the map and there's like a ton of sponsors, like 60-ish sponsors, you said, but then like the whole center gets to fill in with people all around the community that is showing off their stuff. They're not necessarily selling anything, but they're showing off the projects they're doing at home, showing off the cool stuff they made. It could be schools coming in and talking about their program, right? It could be pretty much any makers out there that just want to show some cool stuff off. Sounds like it's full, so you probably can't get in unless you really want to go. Sounds like there's one spot open that no one's responding to, but it's really such a fun thing, and for us it's like a big family reunion, right? We all get to come hang out, say hi, watch me run around like a crazy person, and I watch you run around like a crazy person.
That's me. Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of people we've met this year or done on the show or had on the show like that we haven't met in person. Like Joey, I don't know if we've said hi maybe in passing, but I didn't actually. This will be my first time actually like meeting you, knowing who you are.
Right.
And like Morgan Hedamame, he's gonna be at the show this year. Like, so we'll get to meet him. I've met him in person at 3D Printopia, but we have to hang out with him again. And
I
was those are the people I have at the top of my head.
Yeah. I think you guys are kind of hitting the nail on the head for what we were trying to accomplish, which is a community hangout for the weekend. Everything from the vendors to the makers to people that have no idea what 3D printing is all about, and just coming and enjoying that weekend to just learn a little bit, meet new friends, meet people that you've only met online and meet in person. And I think that's what's so awesome about it. And that idea came from Justin and I experiencing that at MRRF and in Printopia. And we said something's got to be, done a little bit further west for people that can't travel that far.
Right.
As I like to joke with my friends, once a year I get to bring everybody I know in my community to Colorado for 3, 4, 5 days, however long they stay, and it's so rewarding.
Yeah, for you guys, it's a lot of work, and it's so much fun. At the end of the weekend, you look back and you're like, wow, this is awesome, right? I'm guessing it's what is it, down to the wire for
it might be too late.
Pretty close, yeah.
Yeah, it might be a little too late. You might end up with it like after.
Yeah, you'll still have one.
Do we have a head count on how many council members will be there? No, but we should.
One of these events we need to actually like organize a council.
That would be awesome
meeting.
But I mean, like, we got some fun stuff going on this year. Are you guys doing? Is there? It looks like. Oh, you know what? Let me do this. I'm looking at it. Might as well pull up.
We got a whole bunch of pages. So
yeah. So like we talked about, it's coming up. It's in just a little bit here, the 17th and 18th, and they had to move it ahead of like a whole almost a month forward. I'm not sure. Is the plan to try to go back next year?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. There's some other. There's Rapid that may cause an issue. So
yeah.
Got it.
We would like to certainly be a little bit earlier. We're running into graduation time frame, and stuff like that. But yeah, we pushed our dates back because if we would have stayed on the same dates this year, it would have been Easter weekend
and Passover.
Yeah, so we really wanted to avoid that conflict. And unfortunately, with a venue, you can't just say, "Oh, we'll pick the next weekend," because somebody has that date already.
Yeah,
sure.
So
you gotta make sure you lock it in ahead of time.
Yeah.
As soon as they ask us, we decide lock it in because we don't want to try to find another venue.
Yeah. So
one, and we're like, we're close, so we're like right about a month out from Murph at that point, a month and a week, right? So it's super close. So
it's for everybody. It's a solid month, I think.
Yeah, I mean, for everybody, it's benefits to spread out a little bit, right? I mean, because then vendors, I mean, we can't, vendors aren't going to try to be out 2 places in a month, they're most of the time. Then you have like people that travel, right? Maybe we want to do both, but it gets harder. So I definitely understand that you had to do it this year, and it'll be awesome either way. And I think some of the cool stuff we got. Let me jump into here. So we're doing some more Death Racer races this year, right?
Yep, Death Racers and Dragsters.
Yep.
It may
by Polymaker.
It may not even snow.
So funny story on that. Funny enough, the same weekend it would have been this. Like if we had done it on the same weekend, it snowed that Friday.
Did it?
So we won.
This was last year. During the first day, it was snowing during the Death Race battle, the first one. So there you go. And then we'll have the 3D printed drag racers. Super cool. And both of these are awesome. Thanks to Polymaker on that.
Some feedback.
Whoa, we got some crazy noise coming in.
I'm going Girardi on that one.
Oh, is it me? Let me check.
Whoa. I think the alien just
there's just a whole car sitting behind him.
You just see lights flashing.
I didn't even notice that. He just gets up and there's a car.
What?
Yeah. What's that? A Chevy Bolt behind you?
Oh, yeah. I had to charge.
I forgot you said that you moved to the garage, and this whole time it just kind of looked like a decent sized like medium sized office you were sitting in, and you just get up and there's just a freaking car sitting there in the middle of the room.
I just parked in my living room.
Caleb's like, your bedroom looks whoa.
It's not a car. He actually has a race car bed.
Yeah. So anyway, we have Death Racers going on. If you haven't checked out Death Racers, you have to. I might have to get one out there this year. I'm not sure if I can technically race anyway, but we'll have fun with it. I know Sam's going to be there, so I imagine he's going to run all that. So maybe I can actually race this year. We'll see. We'll have some fun. I might bring the SLS racer with me and just change out the weapon, so it's TPU and doesn't rip everybody's cars apart.
Now I heard that this year you're going to be combining the Death Racers and the drag racing, and you're going to be calling it Race Wars.
Yeah,
I like this idea.
I'm kidding.
You have to drag race through the Death Races. Well, if we're being 100% honest, the drag racers are pretty much Death Racers to the audience. Anyway.
Oh yeah.
We could put the top mechanism on and bring them toward each other like jousting. I mean,
we actually have a new. It's just a javelin front end to the dragsters.
Use the drag racer. Attach the drag racer to the Death Racer as the javelin.
Yeah. Oh man. If you're coming and you're watching the drag race, just watch. Don't sit down because you're gonna get hit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just stand up, watch everything because
stay frosty.
You just don't know what's going to happen, and I mean, I obliterated one at Murph a couple years ago against somebody. So we won't discuss that here, but yeah, just be careful, have fun, and it's so much fun. If you haven't seen it yet, like I'm telling you. Death Racers are amazing. That is a ton of fun. And then you throw dragsters that you have no idea what's going to happen. Are they going to go straight or are they going to veer off at 25 miles an hour into the crowd?
Mostly veer off.
Most of the time it's pretty good, but you never know. Maybe Caleb won't even crash his drone this year, so there's that.
No, that wasn't even my drone. That was Pete's.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
Wasn't even mine.
What else we got? What is this? A
Rumble.
combat robot tournament.
Yeah.
But
so last year they had their enclosure, and this year they're doing an official ant weight plastic ant weight event. They're gonna be holding it throughout both days.
Really?
You have to sign up, and they've got a larger space for that this year, and it's all enclosed, so you don't have plastic.
I know Angus has been putting out a ton on the one he built. I should just take his model and better yet, I should just call him and say, hey, can you send me that?
Yeah, and what's great about the mini bots is that you don't have to build them. You just show up and they let you race their own and compete.
This year there's a bit more building this year, but
yeah. Are you can you bring your own or do you have to use theirs?
Yeah, you can bring your own. I think if you compete, you have to.
Yeah.
Okay.
For this official event.
Yeah.
But if you just want to play and not build one,
right? I remember that. Yeah, I remember that from last year. That was super cool. All the kids were around that all weekend. And by kids, I mean Caleb.
Okay. Get on the regular attractions link instead. So click actually on attractions.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
This one's fun.
What in the flip happened here?
So that's a different vehicle.
Oh,
McLaren.
Well, that's
on the McLaren.
That's the McLaren that he bought, right?
Yeah, he bought the Cub.
Yeah. That's the one I may or may have not broken.
Yes. So that'll be a roller. I think there's an engine, but it won't be actually started at the event.
Sure.
So he'll be pushing that in early on setup day to get it going.
We got the quiz show. What's this about?
That's 3D Printing Nerds quiz show where you can win. You sign up with a team of 4, or you sign up yourself and get combined with a team, and the winning team gets a Prusa MK4S per person. So it's 4 people that each win. He did this at the Sanjay Mortimer Rep Fest, and all the proceeds go to SMF. It's whatever questions him and David come up with. I guess they were pretty brutal on people at Sanjay Mortimer. So happening at 4:30 on Saturday, will be live streamed as well. And that's the only not free thing, really.
Oh, it's a pay event?
Yes, it's a pay to play on that. I know they need more people, so if you're interested, you sign up and either sign up with the team or sign up yourself. And
so it's like a quiz show.
List of questions. Yes.
Got it.
Is it like all 3D printing related?
I think it's all 3D printing related.
Okay. What if it's like not a single 3D printing related question?
Yeah.
It's all just like Jeopardy questions, the hardest ones.
I don't know. We kind of left this in their hands. I know E3D, Georgia and stuff are helping run it as well. So
sure.
Just kind of.
It looks like it's 30. It looks like it's $30 a person, but you also get a free roll of Polymaker filament.
Correct.
So it's almost free anyway.
Yeah.
It's about an hour and a half long on Saturday.
Yeah. I think I saw Austin in here. I wonder if they'll give us his color. That's a question.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. Hopefully we can get some more people. If you like the quiz show or that kind of stuff, go check this out. It's for a great cause. And look, I do believe I saw Joel saying they need some more people to sign up. So
they do.
Get in there. We got to get this thing filled up. Let's get some good money raised and they have a blast. What else do we got? Let me go back. We got Polar Filament, the filament exchange, right?
1.75 millimeter only this year.
Okay.
But, interesting. So what's going on here?
So basically, you bring spools and swap them out.
So it's like they brought a Gaylord in, I think, last time, like a big crate.
Yep.
And they started with some filament, and then you could come in and put yours in and take another one.
Here.
That was
interesting. Okay.
It was super cool.
It was great.
Yep.
And,
I don't know why I didn't realize that's what they were doing.
And it was Yeah, you could go buy it once and see what they had in there. Come back a half hour later and it was different because obviously other people.
Yeah. Okay.
Out. So it was one of those really unique experiences. Every time we went past it, something different was in there.
Yep. I'll be putting some of my filament in
There you
too.
go.
That'd be cool. So yeah, bring if you have some rolls that you that you don't like. I think it has to be one. You said 175. Let's see.
Yep.
Does it have to be like a certain amount?
I don't know what they want on partial spools. I don't know what they're counting. I would say no less than a third of a spool, but that's up to them.
And what they did last time is they did a point system based on how much was on the spool. So like a full spool would get you more points. So.
Yeah, it says here a full spool is 2 tickets, a partial spool is 1 ticket.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Any unclaimed spools at the end of the event will be donated to local schools. That's cool.
Spaces.
Yeah.
That'll be awesome. I'm glad they're doing that, and it's such a cool event anyways, because you can find some stuff that you probably wouldn't have tried before maybe or wouldn't have bought and that kind of thing. So, and then of course we got Maker Chips.
Chip Mania.
Chip Mania. Sunday. Come on down. Oh, sorry.
Save it for the event.
Yeah.
Yeah, save it. We'll have lozenges again.
It's the Chip Mania.
Lozenges.
I almost had a really terrible joke, but I won't say that. Anyways, bring your Maker Chips, design them, bring them. Justin is printing a crud ton of some sort of contraption.
Let's see. Make me the.
Whoa! Is that so you can put? Is that so you can put Maker Chips in?
Yep, these are the capsules. I'm still doing the lids, but I'm printing.
I like those colors. They kind of look like a one of those fancy tailpipes that are on fire.
Right?
Yeah. Right? This one.
Hey,
that's pretty cool.
Joey, I think we need a exhaust pipe for your car there.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. It came without them.
Oh,
I'm hoping to get to 600 of these by
mine too, but we could put them on there just because.
So we could use them as an exhaust pipe for Jim at the event.
Yeah. Andrew Rogers says your free ticket buys the whole seat, but you only need the edge. Anyways,
fantastic.
Yeah, you know what's interesting about that? I am 100% convinced that the maker of Pogs started Maker Chips now, and also known as K2 Kevin. I think that he's the original creator, if I remember right, of Maker Chips. Well, not necessarily Maker Coins, because that's been going on forever, right? But the actual chips. I mean, obviously, challenge coins have been going on for a bajillion years, but
I'll be honest though, there's still part of me that kind of misses the Maker coins because there was no. It's cool. I'm enjoying the standardized thing so that you can easily make containers and swap them out and trade them and everything. But there's part of me that kind of misses how you'd come home with a bag of mismatched, totally different shapes, totally different designs. Right. Maybe the definition of a coin is a little loose and it's almost an action figure type. It was just totally different, you know?
Yeah. I don't
just make it so much easier to trade them, you know?
Starting to think I need more chips, K2 Kevin says.
Well, we have 5,000. So
Pezzo says K2 Kevin, is it true? I think I can't remember who made the first one, but I thought it was Kevin. I could be wrong. I could be wrong about that. I'm talking about actual Maker Chips, though, not Maker
Wow. And then K27, I miss bench seats and cars too.
Ooh, dang.
I'm not saying I don't like the Maker Chips. I like that they're two different types of collectible and trading things for two different purposes. And Maker Chips just kind of come off at the top because of the standardization of them.
Go to that travel accommodations page.
That's right. I was gonna. So just a heads up, they do have a travel accommodation page. So this is all on RockyMountainRepRepFestival.com. There should be a link.
Or RMRRF.com.
Or RMRRF. Bless you.
It was better than Mahurf.
There's a ton of stuff going on. Embassy Suites is crazy, ridiculous. But I heard that's probably because graduation going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of stuff that tells you how to get there, where to look for it, if you want to take a bus from the airport, all the good stuff. You guys, I mean, like the best thing about this is that you guys really have the event organized. When you get there, you guys are ready to go, for the vendors, for the people at the tables, people coming in the door. You guys are good to go, and you have everything ready to go. It's all laid out ahead of time. There's other events that aren't like that. They're not supposed to be like that, though. We talk a lot about how much more organized this is than Murph. Murph is just never going to be like that. It's like Murph is, you show up with your, best friend Bobby Joe, and you have a great weekend. You tailgate outside and you just hang out for the weekend. There's no rules, pretty much. There's no organization, but you just come and hang out like a big family thing. And that's where I met Mike the first time too. I actually probably Justin and maybe I can't remember Zach if we met there first.
Zach hasn't.
No, that was Rocky Mountain first in person.
Zach doesn't leave Colorado.
Caleb, you just go and just meet new people and stuff. And,
Murph is where we met. That's right.
Yeah.
If you scroll down more on this page, we added a little something for those that are staying longer than just the weekend.
Ooh, things to do.
It's the address to Justin's house.
Yep. Yeah, my 1,000 square feet. Let's go.
Things to do at Justin's house. I love it.
My wife made this, so
that's super cool.
Nice.
It's actually awesome. Laser. Do you have laser tag in Loveland? Nice.
There's laser tag in Loveland. What are we doing? That's Friday night, right?
Yeah. There's a Black Hawk.
Black Hawk. It's a casino town.
You're telling me Cletus is flying in?
No way. Probably update that.
So, just so you know, if you're watching, yes, there's a ticket button, and yes, you do need to hit. Well, you don't have to, but hit that thing and let's register. Let's see how many people, get registered.
Yeah, it's totally just registration, right? There's no, I mean, it's a free event. So by getting a ticket, you're just kind of giving them a heads up of how many people are going to be there.
Right.
Yep.
Which we're coming up on 4,400 signed up right now.
Wow.
Really?
Wow.
That's awesome.
Well, comparison to last year, at the end, we were at 5,600 and 4,000 showed up. So we've got some ways to go.
That's okay.
But we'll get there. There's always a spike. Like next week will be like 1,500 people. Easy.
Well, and there's always the contingent, right? That people don't come and they just, they wanted to come or couldn't or whatever. That's anytime you have a free event. There's no, skin in the game, we'll call it.
There's also the possibility of, folks that just find out that it's happening over the weekend and just go.
Yeah.
Right.
We've gotten on a lot of like tourism sites and things like that too, because people will be in town for the college graduations. They'll do the graduation. They'll be like, now what?
Just hold the graduation at RMRRF.
Good idea.
Well, now we can't go because Zombie's going to be there. So we just only the most helpful guy ever.
Some dude's going to be there.
I
don't think I've ever met him in person.
I've met him.
That's exciting.
I met him at Murph 23.
Fix some dude. I got my tickets, Big Jano. I may have friends from home who will be in the area that weekend trying to get them to come up. That would be awesome.
Be cool.
Zachary says, I was never in Murph. No, you were at Rocky Mountain last year, I think, though.
He was. And Earth. Well, 3D Earth.
Yes, Andrew Rogers. True story. True story.
Yes.
That's funny. Awesome. But I mean, like, so let's do this real quick because we should jump onto some hot makes soon, right?
Yeah, we got a lot of them.
What if you guys all want to do it, that's cool with me. Or if one person, that's okay. But like, what's your elevator pitch? Like, if someone's never been to your show before, what's your thing? What do you say? What's it about? Why come? That kind of thing.
Mike's got.
Don't let Jim scare you away.
Yeah.
Mike always has the best answer to this.
I think it really adheres to all levels of enthusiasts, from the guy that's been doing it for years and years and years, because there's always something new to see, whether it's a new product, a new way to print, new design. So there's always something new, and it's not.
Friend.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not just seeing it online. It's actually being able to touch it and to interact with it and talk to the creator. All the way down to what the heck is 3D printing. I mean, that is the place to learn. I mean, you can walk over to a vendor and look at a machine and go, oh, right, great. I see this machine. I see what it can do. And then you literally can walk into that center aisle where there's a maker with that same machine.
Yep.
You can ask them questions. Hey, how do you like it? What do you not like about it? How do you use it? What do you make? I mean, there is no better, in my opinion, no better experience for that brand new person that's maybe interested in it to come to an event like that, and you will have a ton of ideas and walk away very enthusiastic. So
absolutely. Well, and even if you've been doing it for 10 years, you're gonna see something you've never seen before.
Absolutely.
It happens every single show multiple times. You're just like, what was that? Like 17 colors out of one nozzle? Like, I don't know. I just like, you never know what you're gonna see, right? I mean, Gerard or Joey, what last year, your first event ever?
Yes.
Right off the top of your head, first thing you remember?
Drone flying 3D printer.
There you go.
We basically had that last year. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. I remember hearing it.
You could hear it.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be there this year.
It flew away. It was a flyaway. It just took off.
Yep.
No.
It flew away.
It was super cool. Yeah, Liz, we spent half the show explaining face prints and effect plates. Yes. Last year we saw I almost said Austin Zombies tool changer. We saw speakers. We saw the 3D printed Lamborghini. Then we all signed it at the end, which is super cool. Like, there's just so much crazy stuff that you're going to see, and you'll never even get, like, if you come, don't even try to guess what you're going to see, because it's going to be crazy.
Apparently we're going to see some red.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yes.
I heard somebody had a new filament that was red.
Look at that.
I've got two of that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Very cool.
I saw that. I saw a sneak peek of that before it was released. So.
Ooh. Yeah, new techniques for many. That's right. And that's just the after party. So
gains.
Oh man. No, I mean, and that's the other thing. Like the connections and the friendships and the shop talk and the bonds and all that stuff that you create at one of these events. If you haven't been to one before, you gotta go. And it's just awesome. Like Mike, I still remember first time I saw Mike at the table. I'm like, wait a minute, is that an engine? Does that have a transmission? It turns? Hang on here. Like, you know, and he had this whole display, and it's just something that
wasn't that at Murph?
Yeah.
I think it was the first time we met him and we did like an interview with him. Yeah. I remember that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was a while ago.
But you're exactly right, Jim. You remember those experiences, that opportunity to make a friendship and to I think that's really the best part about an event like this.
Absolutely. I love it. And don't forget, like, you know, for the people watching out there too, who have maybe watched us here at Hot Makes, who watched our channels or whatever, right? See us, we probably, unless we've met you before, don't know who you are. So come up and introduce yourself. Like, hey, I'm Bob. I'll never know who you are, right? But if you say, hey, I'm Fix'em Dude, I'll be like, whoa, what's up? You know, I'll know you from that name, probably not your real name, unless you use your real name on the social media, right? But that goes for pretty much.
I feel really bad because that happened to me at Rapid with Tech Jeeper. I'm so glad that I got to meet him.
Yeah.
But I was like, I ran up to him, or he walked up and we talked for a second, and I'm like, I'm supposed to know who this is, aren't I? And then he handed me one of the stickers that we had talked about over DMs, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of stickers, look at these gorgeous freaking stickers.
Look at that. I know the guy who made those.
Did. Like, these are insanely high quality. I know Joel got some stickers from him.
I kind of know the guy who made those.
They're awesome. They're ridiculously high quality.
I'm having a blast with that machine, by the way. It's so much fun to make stickers and banners and stuff with that machine. It's awesome.
Awesome. yeah, come have fun. May 17th, May 18th. Like I said, if you can get there, if you're close, whatever, drive over. If you have to fly, do it. It's definitely worth it. You're gonna have an awesome weekend. People from all over the world are coming in, and it's just gonna be a blast. One thing, we'll start with Zach. One thing you're looking forward to seeing this year, off the top. I just threw this out there.
Who knows what we're going to be seeing? That's like you said. You never know what is going to be there.
So
you either hear it or walk by the crowd of people that are surrounding something, you go, wait, what the heck's going on over there?
So of the things you know that are coming, what's one thing you're excited about?
Never having free time.
Exactly.
Because I know that's coming. There's so much to do, and there is not enough time to do it. The 2 days is nowhere near enough.
That is true.
I'm looking forward to everything that happens. Really, that's
awesome.
It's gonna be a good time.
All right, Mike, how about you?
Oh, that's tough. There's a lot. I love different new filaments, whether it's colors or blends of it or just everything filament. And there's a lot of filament vendors there. So I love walking through and just looking at it and seeing.
There's one on this list that is coming. Well, I'm not on the map that is coming. Fusion Filaments is coming.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Really?
Yeah. Yep. We had a sponsor drop out, so they're the replacement. So
and seeing the filaments in person again is so different from seeing them online.
Yep.
And being able to just visually look at it and go, wow, that's an amazing color. So I love the filaments. That's just it's the candy store essentially.
That's the base to how this even started, because Mike drove filament home for my first Smurf because I saw the filaments and bought too much.
There you go.
So,
that's what you do.
You know, that's awesome. What I do. I still have filament.
All right, Justin, how about you? There can be only one.
I know, that's the problem. I'm looking at the map. I'm actually really excited for what Big Tree Tech's bringing and what Armored Turtle's going to be showing off, or Box Turtle for those that.
Box Turtle. What can you say those things, or is it surprise?
I actually don't know on what Big Tree Tech, but I know they've hinted to me at some big stuff. Obviously, Box Turtle's giving away a build at the show. They're actually going to build it. But
nice.
They're gonna have 6 printers with them. And it's gonna be nuts.
That'll be cool.
Yeah.
How about you, Joey?
Oh, mine's gonna be cheesy, but I'm actually last year I kind of met everyone for the first time. Kind of got welcomed in the community and everything. I'm just really excited to see people. I'm excited to see you guys too.
Yep.
So I think I don't even care about 3D printing anymore. I just care about no. I'm excited. There's going to be so many new crazy things, it's
like that's the given. That's the kind of like what I was saying on the David Hewlett show that when he was on. It's like it's guaranteed that I'm going to see something cool at a table. What's not guaranteed that I'm excited to see the results of is the people that I get to see again.
Right.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, I'm excited for the unexpected.
That's awesome.
Oh, absolutely.
And Caleb's
I can't interrupt him on screen, so
that was unexpected.
Yes.
Nice. Well, that's super cool. I'm super pumped. I'm definitely it's a privilege to honored to be the voice of Rocky Mountain Rep Rap Festival again. Super excited to have a microphone and do whatever we want. I mean, have a little fun, make some announcements, and you never know what's going to happen, right? So
you might actually have 2 microphones this year, the way we had to do things.
Oh,
and they'll both have dead batteries.
Yes.
What was that?
And a bullhorn.
And a bullhorn. Okay.
And a bullhorn. Yeah, Mike, write down bullhorn. Yeah.
I'll be double fisting microphone, like, hey, but it'll be a lot of fun. I'm super excited to see everybody. I'm super excited to see what's new and whatever I can see. Normally it's kind of crazy and we're running around and talking, and you never know what you're going to see. So come out and have fun with us. It's going to be fun. I met Justin at the table, and watch out for Justin on a Segway. You never know when he.
Yeah.
I go. They had those races again too. Actually, the Segway and the scooters.
Yeah, we did. Oh, Dan's talking about the first Murph table races at that one hotel with Joel.
Oh,
With Mitch and Joel.
With Mitch inside of it.
Uh-huh.
Mitch is gonna be there. That's gonna be super
Mitch
cool.
is gonna be there. He's actually staying with me. So
Oh, really?
He's staying on an air mattress in my apartment. So
Oh, sweet.
yeah.
Two turntables and a microphone. Oh, microphone. Yeah. All right. We gotta jump into some hot movies. We have a lot of hot movies. You guys hanging out for that?
I got to get going. Thank you, guys.
I do too,
Thank you,
actually.
Mike.
Awesome.
Look forward to seeing everybody here soon. And let's hang out and have a great time.
if not this weekend, but next weekend, it's coming up close.
That's right. We'll see you guys there. I can't wait to get in,
Only
say
10 more
hi,
seats.
and
10.
man, let's have a blast.
11 days to set up.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
All right.
Thanks, Mike. Good to see you.
Thanks.
Later, guys.
See, Mike.
See ya.
Let's do hot mix.
Are you going too, Zach?
Yep, I gotta go. I gotta pick up a kid from
Oh,
softball practice. So.
All right, later.
all
guys.
right. Have a good one.
Kid.
Thank
All
you.
right,
Good to
appreciate
see
it,
you. We'll
guys.
see you in a
Have a
little
good one.
while, a little over a week.
That's right. Can't come soon enough.
Later.
Sounds good.
See ya.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, hot mix. I'm so excited to catch up.
Oh, that was fun.
Jim?
Jim is frozen.
He's pretending to be frozen again. Yeah.
Oh,
Jim
I saw a little twitch there.
that's so good. My hair moved like. All right, what we got? We got a lot, so we're gonna kind of rock and roll.
Yeah,
through
kind of
these a
blast
little
through.
bit. Well, and not necessarily blast through them, but maybe we won't go 10 minutes on one topic. Let's see what we got here. Speaking of zombie hedgehog, I don't even know who that is, by the way. Speaking of zombie hedgehog,
What's zombie?
What is a hedgehog?
you can pick up Hedgehog makes Galaxy Red PLA on Amazon now, so check that
Nice.
out. And by the way, it is a nice color. It's almost like if Joel liked blue.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's how I would equate this red. It's such a nice
I've
color.
said it before and I'll say it again.
I should say if Joel liked red.
I have
sorry.
not seen a single picture of this stuff online that adequately like shows off how cool it looks. You've got to
Yeah.
see it when you see it in person, it looks so vibrant.
Yeah, it looks awesome. I don't have any yet, but I need to get some, and I do think it looks amazing. So get some.
Get
it. Get
some.
What we got here? What in the
Oh.
I don't even know how to say Zebratos? Zebra? I don't know. Help me out. Anybody?
know,
Anybody out there?
Zabartas?
We need an AI in the background I can type into, and it'll tell us how to say
Yeah,
it.
if only we had like a.
Yeah.
Hey, you know
was
what? We might be able to use actual AI.
That's
to
what I was
get Geary
thinking.
back on the show. Yeah, I mean, he was a real AI.
Finally
just
done with my recolor Oda. Hope to make. Oh man, I'm gonna.
It's got to be Arasaka.
Arasaka, right? That's what I'm thinking. Arasaka.
This
All
is
right, here.
whatever it is. It's cool. It's
Yeah.
super cool. Check that out.
Whoa! It's
That's
from Cyberpunk
Cyberpunk.
2077. He
Nice.
said.
Aha. Okay.
That's
Whoa!
That's freaking cool.
That's sick.
The lines on the LED strips on the arms kind of
Yeah.
remind me of Big Jano's setups.
It's like Jano did cosplay. We just
I
need
love
a
it.
giant nozzle above it.
It's awesome. That looks sweet.
Dude, that looks it's sick. That mask is sick. With the man, nice work. I don't know who you are, but apparently I'm already following you because you're awesome.
I'm Caleb.
Yeah. All right, here we go with the next one. What we got here? Offset Maker Lab.
Yes.
David Hewlett.
We were talking
You
about
got
this.
the
Yeah.
inspiration for your Death Racer.
We were talking about having them do them possibly doing a death racer that looked like the puddle jumpers.
Yeah, this is awesome.
I'm gonna print.
And it looks like they actually made this model here. Let's see.
Honey,
I mean, I'm
Whatever.
I
home.
don't know. Something sounds like somebody's scratching something.
Here.
What?
We have a new puppy, so I'm not
Oh,
puppy, but she's basically a puppy. So we're I get
That's-
nervous whenever I hear either silence or a slight scratching noise from somewhere in the house.
nice. This is sick. Offset crew. This is sick. Yeah.
I love the.
You have to print it all in pieces.
Yeah.
All right, hang on.
Oh.
That's
Caleb's like, I hear that scratching. Is that the frozen chicken?
Chicken finally thawed. I love it.
Right. All right, what do we got next here? Killer Prince. Every 8-bit hero needs a sidekick. Used a mix of Polymaker and TH3D studio filaments. And let's see what we got here. Nope, I hope he has me muted. He does.
That's cool.
That's awesome. And that's loud.
I can't hear it.
Yeah, we have it muted because you never know if copyright music's gonna
Oh,
play. But look at that. That's awesome.
So that you think that's multiple pieces or
Oh yeah.
MMU print? Nice.
I think he showed right
yeah,
here.
yeah, right
There
there.
you go.
That's
Multiple,
awesome.
definitely multiple pieces.
Oh, huge.
I think this is actually a part 2 to something that we may have skipped earlier. On the comments underneath Zombie's post about his filament, I think that Mario was in the comments underneath that post. So I think that Mario is. I think the Mario is printed in the Zombie.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
There you go. That's sick. Dude, they look awesome. These models are great. Nice. So, Killer Prince. Nice work.
So many tabs.
Chill dudes.
So many. We got Tabanitis here. Zombie
I
Head,
have
this
that
is
too.
some slick stuff. All right.
Look at
I think
that.
I tagged this as well. All right. I tagged, yeah. Here. Check this out.
Oh, you skipped one.
I did?
Yeah.
I don't think I did.
That's okay. It was just another frozen chicken thing, so
I did.
I still retweeted it.
My newest fabric is called graphene. It maintains that incredible flexibility and strength while being faster to print than my earlier designs. Here's a test patch. This is Triple G workshop here. Check this out.
So is this printed in TPU or is it?
No, I don't think so. I think it's just like printed chainmail, right?
Yeah, but like,
and look how
it looks so fragile.
It's just loops.
But how does it? What did I used to say? How does it attach? Or how does it assemble?
It's like it prints in one piece.
I know. I was.
You print, yeah.
Remember
yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah, you're bringing back a deep cut there. A deep cut.
That's pretty sweet, though. It looks very satisfying.
It's trippy to hold. Different than other three. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, but how does it work? I don't think Joey was around.
And find out.
Yeah, Caleb was just having a minute during that episode.
I was.
How does it? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what we got next? Caleb. There you go.
Yes.
Safety first.
Speaking of stickers, managed to I knocked that order out a few weeks ago. So if you're at a Rep Rap Festival coming up, definitely ask Joel for some stickers.
Are these what prints these?
It is a roll-to-roll UV printer with soft inks, so that everything's flexible.
Nice.
Yep,
it's got a vinyl cutter built into it, and I've got 2 pressure settings, one for a full cut and one for a kiss cut to do the die cut stuff.
I see that. Yeah,
but that same printer is what I use to print banners and tissue paper and large art prints, that kind of stuff. If it's on a roll, I can print on it.
Sure, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Nice work. All right, Ethan's dad. We'll begin
what do we have here?
Chat GPT. about students using AI for homework. It's evolved into an AI homework tutor chatbot that teachers and parents can get behind. Give it a try.
Okay.
Homework tutor. Guide students with hints and tips without giving direct answers. Interesting.
That's cool. Yeah, because I don't know if you did you see some of that stuff that was going around about students using AI to there were students using AI to do their homework, and then there was somebody else who was using AI like a very fast response AI to like go through job interviews that he knew nothing about, but like get job offers doing them. But this here is a good use.
Yeah, Make World's AI stuff is crazy. Yes. This is interesting. I might or you said Maker World's AI stuff. Yeah. Interesting. I'm gonna have to play. I'm curious, like if you said like who's George Washington or something, what answer would give you? Would it give you like a roundabout answer or actually tell you?
I know that sometimes the chatbots can have some information wrong, so hopefully that wouldn't happen as much in these cases.
I had it the other day when I was in Vegas. I was at the Luxor, and there's a beam of light that shoots out of the top, right? And I Googled, I'm like, how much power does that use? And it was like the Google Gemini thing, you know, right when you Google it. And it's like, it did all the math, it broke it down, and it's like, that equals about 1,000,000 watts. And I sent it to my friend who's an electrical engineer, and he's looking at it, and he's like, I just did the math, and that was about 250,000. And I'm like, wow, that made me feel so, you know, like, since when did computers become bad at doing math?
When were you in Vegas?
I was landing, or I was on the airplane while we would have been doing the last show. So
my wife just got back from Vegas on Saturday. So I was like,
man. Yeah, I was at the ISA trade show. Like it's nice. Like UV printing and all that fun stuff. So
nice.
Yeah, it was cool.
I asked it who George Washington was.
Yeah,
it's
the guy that invented Oreos.
Let's think about what kind of figure George Washington was. Here's a few questions to get you going. All right, Ethan's dead. Nice work. What we got next here? Trevor 3D prints. I saw this awesome infinity cap design.
Yeah, is this a
fully an actual hat?
Especially as silky filaments. Yeah, it looks like, I mean, it looks like it looks great, especially in silky filaments.
That's sick.
That is cool.
Well, now the 3D printed hat production happens. I guess we're 3D printing our own hats for next year.
Okay, the Elegoo logo reminds me of something. Hang on, I'll be right back.
Okay. We broke him again.
Oh boy. I love that this one has texture. I don't know if you can see it really well, but there's actually texture like in the actual hat part. It looks super cool.
Are these actually like, are people gonna wear them though? Is it gonna be like, wow,
I doubt they're silk TPUs. That'd be cool though.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm curious how comfortable they would be.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too.
Like, it's like wearing a hard hat or something.
Yeah, make them
slightly sweaty.
Yeah, make them slightly too big and put some foam padding in them. But just like you're wearing like half a hard hat and half a hat.
If there was ever a time to have a trucker hat style where the back was a mesh for airflow, this is the time. Oh, and you could change the mesh with different infill, maybe? I don't know.
I wore one for 2 hours on a stream.
Reasonably comfortable.
Interesting.
Huh.
Benefit of this is I have a giant dome piece, so like it'd be easier for me to get hats my size. I could just scale it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the battle cry comment.
I wonder if you could do it trucker style and use that mesh we saw a couple of posts ago, like in the.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
That would be sick.
All right. So real quick, the Elegoo logo reminded me of this. So Elegoo was given. They had T-shirts in their little giveaway goodie bag things at Rapid, and I don't know who decided that this was a good design idea, but I don't know about you, but I read that as "Let's Goo."
Yep.
Is that intentional? Or is it supposed to say "Let's go"?
It's Elegoo. So,
what
I'm curious about, can you show that again?
Yeah.
What I'm curious about is where they got the Creality astronaut from.
Well, they probably got it from the building next door.
Across the hall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I assumed it was supposed to say "Let's go," and then it kind of came across as "Let's goo," which I thought was hilarious.
Here you go. You can put some kind of absorbent pad with adhesive on side the hat. Oh, yeah.
There you go. A maxi pad.
Oh god. Maxihats.com.
Yeah, there you go.
Nope. All right, let's go. We got a lot of tabs here. HueForge turns out 0.02 layers are possible on a 0.4 millimeter. Oh, dude, his stuff is so good.
That is not 3D printed, as far as I'm concerned. That is just that's amazing.
It's sick. It's Bamboo Lab X1 carbon with bamboo basic. I can't talk. Basic black and Polymaker Polysonic white.
Nice. At 193C.
Well, yeah, so it doesn't leak.
It took 20 hours. Holy crud!
Oh.
Wow,
that's insane.
It's so
pretty
good.
Sweet.
Yeah, I love HueForge. Basically, it says "Let's go." Yeah.
Let's go.
Tech Cheaper shared my post. So this was I am playing with the Eufy Make E1 video, probably coming. It will be coming out this weekend. It's sick. Like, I don't have this. I don't have this because it's at home on my refrigerator. I need to bring it back for the videos. But like, it's so hard to see. But like, it's a UV printer, and you can stack and basically make like 3D, objects with it up to 5 millimeters in depth. I mean, 5 millimeters is a lot. Now you're going to burn a lot of UV ink, but it's so cool to see that stuff. The printer, like Caleb, you're using a UV printer on a massive scale a lot.
Yeah,
right?
we have a 4x8 foot UV printer that we do textured stuff like this on, but we have a little bit more control. I have thoughts and feelings about the E1. Not good or bad necessarily, but there's going to be some different applications for it, but there's some really like these are going to be good. I think the E1 is going to be good for, like, people are saying it's a business in a box for small business owners and creatives who just kind of want to make things with UV printing. But when it comes to doing like a super high end art, like backsplashes and wall pieces and stuff for multi-million-dollar homes, like what we do, can't touch that with this machine.
Well, and it's not meant to.
No,
the thing is, this is literally like starting where the first consumer 3D printer came out, where the first consumer laser or diode laser came out, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
This is allowing.
And this is a desktop unit, and you can kind of travel with it in a way.
Kind of. I have it right over here, but like it can take. We'll say this: I have never played with a UV printer. I always wanted to, but they're so high maintenance too, right?
Oh yeah, dude.
These guys have an automated maintenance system and stuff, which people are questioning. How long is it going to last? How long does a cleaning solution last? These are all really good questions, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, the bottom line is I can let it sit there and do its thing, and that's what it's supposed to do.
My first question was how much the ink was going to cost.
Yeah, and actually I just saw another really good video about that came out maybe today.
I think it's like $300 for a set of ink, right? But I don't know what.
It's $300, but you get the CMYK W or white
and clear,
a gloss and a cleaning cartridge.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be more expensive.
I don't know how the size compares to, but like the bottles that we put on, like that I have on the sticker machine, it takes 8 bottles, and each bottle is $300.
Yeah.
So like
and UV printing. So don't get me wrong, UV printing is not cheap anyway.
No,
I mean, like,
but this is a lot more affordable. Yeah. I know that the ink cartridges are smaller than the bottles we have, but like $300 would be one bottle on what we have going on. So this makes it a lot more accessible.
Right.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious too. Like, I'm always working on UV printers on my job, and like I just replaced a print head the other day just because it was glitching out, and our machines only have one print head, and they're 3,500 a piece.
Yep.
So, and that's our printer's considered like one of the affordable commercial printers.
Yeah.
We have 4 of them. You know, it's like
I asked.
Oh my god!
I asked my coworker one time. I was like, he was worried about possibly having a head crash on something that we were printing on, and I was like, I said something about like, oh, I bet the head is like the head for the printer is probably pretty expensive. Like the printer itself is probably what, like $8,000? And he's like, no, that's what the head costs.
Oh, but I mean, like, but the thing is, here's the thing. It's not. It's supposed to be desktop. Desktop wasn't cheap for any of the new stuff that came out, and it won't be until there's other players in the field, because David Wilson has a really good point. Everything is tied back to Eufy Make or Anchor Make, whatever you want to call them. They're Eufy Make now. So like you have to get the inks through them. You have to get your consumables through them. They have chips in the bottles. They have, all the things. And they do really, really cool stuff. This is, let's see if I can get it over on this side. This is a canvas I printed straight on. This is just a shot of Lindsay and I meeting up with the guys from Shinedown. Mm-hmm. It looks really weird because of all these spots, but that's actually gloss. It was reflecting back in the camera.
Yeah. And
it's all glossy. I could not get a good shot because I made it a glossy print with a camera. Like, it was just weird. But like, stuff like that, like I have this panel here. Let's see if I can do this. Oh God. So this is, you might recognize this. This is a Death Racer panel, a side panel for a Death Racer.
Sweet.
This is 3D printed. It's silver. This particular one's silver, but the amount of detail, I could show you the picture. The picture had all of these scratches in here. It had the yellow fading, all of that. The depth you get out of the UV print is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
And like this one is and you'll see these soon. I accidentally did this one reverse so that I wanted the gears to stand out, and I reversed it on accident. But I mean,
skull.
But yeah, I just had Chat GPT create me gears with skulls, and I cut it so it fit.
That's pretty sweet.
And there's like stuff like this that I would never. I'm not an artist, right?
How hard is it to do like the texture on there? Because like
it's a slider, dude.
Yeah.
Is it?
It's a slider in the app. You just you just go from between 0 and 5. It's nuts. They made it super, super accessible for people. Yeah. And I love that.
Because it's typically like open Photoshop, create alpha channel, do all these crazy things,
Yeah, we oftentimes, if we do things, we end up splitting the CMYK channels and blasting them.
Yeah. So like you literally can just find something. Spoiler alert on some of these because I didn't release a video yet, right? But let's see if it pops up. So this is actually one I did. This is a magnet I did for my mother-in-law. That's actually her car.
Oh, nice.
And a quote that she really loved. And I just made a little magnet for her. And I'm like, okay, well, this is pretty sweet. I want to do a pattern texture, and then you can do customized texture too if you want. That's a new thing. But you go to texture. All right, I want to be like, let's go up to 2 mil. And then let's smooth it out, because otherwise it'll be super jagged. Like I have some of these will poke you in the finger because it literally builds like spikes.
Yeah.
And so I smooth it out, and then let's go see what that looks like, right? So then you can actually come in and you can see this is going to be the texture. I can't. It's hard
Joey,
to show.
You're probably thinking a lot of the same things I am, where it's like the way that they're finding solutions to some of the frustrations that you and I deal with on the industrial machines, but also running into new problems that you and I haven't even seen because of those simplifications.
And you see how they make it shine, so you can kind of get a glimpse of what the texture is going to look like. It's just little stuff like that. I mean, now don't get me wrong, it doesn't always look better with the texture, and it's going to waste a lot more ink, right? If I got rid of the thickness, this picture looks way better. All right. It just does. but that doesn't give you that feeling. It doesn't give you the raised letters. It doesn't give you the raised parts of the car. Now you can do, I haven't dove into that customized. That's a new
yeah. So
feature.
it looks like, so I'm guessing what that is, it's almost like a bump map where you can
I'm hoping, yeah.
You can do like a black and white image that gives you exactly what you want the raised spots to be. That's pretty cool.
But yeah, I mean, you can do, I mean, there's tons of stuff that other people have done already, you know, stuff like that, just like projects out there that you can share and other people can do, like making custom Pokemon cards or whatever, right? But like the idea is this is something new for the community that we've never seen. And what's super freaking cool about it is you can print on almost anything.
Yeah.
So if you can 3D print something and you want some really cool, maybe you don't necessarily want to do multicolor, or maybe you have something that's like way more in depth and you want to do something like these side panels. It's super cool. And I love that I can print right on. If you make it white, I didn't do white underneath this. So you can choose, do you want to do lay down white first?
Yeah.
And then color over the top. And
UV inks are like semi-translucent.
Yeah.
I was gonna say another use case, like what we do at our work, we're making ADA stuff, so like Braille and things you can feel. So that's the other use case that honestly a really powerful use case for these.
Yeah, you know what? You just hit something that I haven't tried yet, but I wonder if I should for my video. I mean, like I haven't I'm working on that video this week. I want to get it out. I'm behind everybody, but that's okay. I told them, they told me the first 2 weeks of May, and that's what I wanted, time to play. You know, I want time to see some of the questions people have with other videos. I want time to actually play. I've never played with one of these. I have some very large, they're over there, like a big sticker that I created, and it had some weird color bleed in it. So I'm trying to figure that out with them and stuff like that. But the idea,
does it have a gloss code on it?
Stickers. Let me get it. Hang on.
Okay.
I have no idea.
It's a 20-minute sidetrack.
Yeah.
It's a crazy machine though.
It is like, it is so close to what your art looks like when you get a final result that it's awesome. So this was something we did, something I'm just messing around with. And you can see there's some red, like bleed.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
I have no idea if that would show up because, you know, the sticker part is really the raised part, right? The blacks and stuff. But when I stick this, I don't know if it's going to work or not. But that's, you know, you could do, this is a 12 by 16 or something like that. They're coming out with a roll. So you can just hook a roll in and shoot it, which is
next time you run one of those, try hitting it with some sort of like anti-static something. You might be having some static issues pulling the ink away from where you're trying to shoot it.
Interesting. Okay. I have no idea. I'm just running it like it's someone new to the world. Like I am, right? So this, I know it's stretched. I know the comments are coming, so just deal with it. I stretched just to go on the canvas instead of cropping it. But like the colors, I did it for the colors. Like,
dude, did you notice that the image is stretched?
Yeah. You suck. but like it's straight on. I moved my microphone. I forgot. But it's straight on canvas. So it has that canvas look.
Yeah.
I did not do a white back because it's already white. Mm-hmm. And the colors just came out so good. Freaking awesome.
Hey, David Wilson just brought up a really good point.
You know, Dave, I appreciate you pointing that out. I'll work on that. But like, I know I'm taking up valuable time here, but this thing is just, I've never played with one of these, and it is so freaking good. And I know
exactly what this thing is for. It's for folks who have not messed with this stuff before and can come up with all sorts of crazy, cool ideas. Right. You know,
and Trevor 3D Prints asked if you can print on kitchen tiles. You can actually print on anything. The only limitations would be a little bit of the depth, like if it's too wavy or something, or if it's like oily or something, that's not going to stick.
It's mainly just adhesion. If you can get good adhesion, and there's different adhesion like promoters, like Red Hot and stuff, would that like help you stick to some things. But like if you can get adhesion, you can print on anything.
And Karen, if you can fit a car in there, you can print on a car.
Yeah,
there you go.
Hey, Zombie, I like your idea too. So the other thing that's really cool about this is, besides a couple different bed sizes, is the rotary, right?
Yep.
This is,
dude, and that part blows my mind.
Yeah.
The auto like angle thing.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part of doing rotary.
Not only does it automatically, it measures the diameter of the cup for you. If it's sitting weird, it'll fix it so it's level.
Yeah, that part is nuts. It's awesome.
It's super cool. All right, enough about that.
Did he?
Whoa!
Is he just bugging out on you guys too?
Yeah.
Okay. Get out of your system, man.
Yeah.
Andrew Rogers, it is not edible. Please do not print on food.
He went Tron on us.
Yeah. you know. Hey, Fix Him Dude, thank you so much. Stretch Goal Fund. Thank you. Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to find a lot of value, but just remember, it's freaking UV. It's going to be expensive right now. I mean, expensive is relative, right? Because if you break it down, there's a guy who did a video and he actually broke down a print that was flat and a print that was raised, like all, that kind of thing. Cost per milliliter, whatever it is, right? Did a really good video. I watched it today. But the bottom line is, if you're selling custom cups, these aren't going to be, you're going to figure the cost of ink and all that in your cups, right? So say you printed this, it's a flat, UV printed cup, and the cost is what, like $2 or something. I don't know. I'm just making something up for the print, for the ink. You're going to build that into your price.
Yep.
If you're doing it right. And I think that's something that people have to remember. This is not 3D printing where you're going to go buy a $20 roll of filament. This is a $42.99 bottle of resin.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And something you mentioned earlier that I wanted to touch on real quick before we move on too, is you were talking about how, one of the potential, downsides of this is that everything is like, the ink has chips and everything is within that UV Make ecosystem. That's the case with the industrial stuff too. Like my ink bottles come with a chip, and if they're out of date, or if they get low, or whatever the case is, it doesn't matter if you have more ink in there. Doesn't matter if the bottle is full. If it's registering as expired, machine stops, and you have to get more ink from the same manufacturer. It's just it's you still run into the same things even on the industrial level. So those things I don't necessarily are a drawback from this, because finding. Right. I don't think other companies are necessarily going to be making the UV Make E1 compatible UV ink cartridges, but I don't think they need to.
Yeah.
Because there are so many intricate like things that need to go right on machines like this. I wouldn't want to put a third party thing in there.
Well, and the thing is, remember, this is the first one.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we'll find open source ones in a year or something.
Yeah.
Maybe you never know. But it's still, just remember though, it's also still UV. It's UV curing ink.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you just be careful. But it's super cool. Almost print on anything. What I love is that you could 3D print stuff, do custom side panels. You can do custom. Here's the thing: if you want to do flat walls, say you're a gamer, a tabletop gamer, you build a set out of flat walls, throw them through this thing, and put your freaking custom dungeon looking prints on there. There's so much really cool stuff you could do. And it's just I'm high on it right now, if you can't tell. It's so
you've been sniffing the ink apparently.
Yeah.
All right, we got to keep moving. We're running here.
Why.
Remember I said we're not going to get drug into like 10-minute conversation about one
Should
thing.
I have stopped you?
Yeah, that didn't happen. 3D printed walking 10 millimeter
I need
sockets.
those for
Now,
the
this
techs
is
at work.
awesome.
I love Joel's comment on it. He says, "So that's how they get away."
What's the print number on that? I'm gonna print that for Texas. Up above the link. Okay,
You're going to the printable page. It looks like yeah. So there's a Amazon
10mm walking socket.
No, I'm gonna print them for my techs at work.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
I like it.
Yeah. All right, Karen. Karen says, chatted this one. Daddy Wazzy, the creator, the new hotness for makers with a table at festivals. Oh, it's a chip holder.
Oh, yeah.
Get you Kevin chip holder.
Check that out.
Wait, who made this? Now I'm confused because you tagged Kevin. Okay, so Daddy Wazzy is the one that created. Okay.
Yep. And you print a larger version of your chip up top and mount it.
That's sick. That's a big one. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, we almost did that, but we chose something else for our 5,000.
Nice. All right, next we got Pez. Liz says it's here's Voron's. I said Voron instead of Verdon. Wexter's print. I have like
who broke Jim?
Someone else needs to read now. It's done with, and my kid is happy. Printed on a Prusa XL with Buddy 3D filament and
awesome.
R3D skin.
Looks so clean.
Yeah,
that is cool.
Chicken jockey.
Wait, no, I think that's a render because the sword is glowing. But the print, the print is super clean.
Wow.
I mean, it's Wexter.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, his
print. I'm pretty sure that's Jack Black.
Ah.
That is Jack Black, isn't it?
Love it.
Looks great.
So cool. Another one. Let's see. So Wexter released some awesome Minecraft models. I fired up the Prusa XL, yeeted on some Prusa Galaxy Green, and come back. Behold the XL Creeper.
Oh, it's a big one.
Oh, a real whoa.
Hey, that's that green worked out well for that. That looks sick.
So good.
It looks awesome.
I love it.
I don't get. Oh, okay. I got confused for a second because I was like, in one picture he shows his face, and then in the other picture he covers it. But also, the creeper looks bigger than I thought it was. It's a kid. It's a kid. She said.
But how does it attach?
Okay.
Bearded printer. Little Mouse is hungry for some croissants. The floppy croissants are now available.
Y'all gonna make me drop my croissant.
Yeah.
Wow. Looks awesome.
Ma, the meatloaf.
Croissant.
So good.
Looks awesome.
The floppy
YouTube strike.
Have you ever printed a floppy croissant, Joey?
I have not, but yeah, it could be in the future here.
The Floppy Croissants is my new band name.
I knew you were going there.
No, it can never be anything but frozen chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think Sarah would agree. The floppy croissant is right. He dips it in water too. And eats so well. I love it. This is one colorful boy.
Long boy. That's a lot. How many filaments?
Holy crud! That's over 3 feet. It's about 40 inches.
And it looks like the colors go almost all the way to the bottom. Like the whole thing is just nothing but swaps.
I hate to brag, but this is 15 feet.
15 feet.
Look at that
on the XL one print.
What is it? Oh, hang on.
One of those snakes, 15 feet.
Dude, I had the same problem. I think I took a snake and I think I put like 300% or something on the XL, and I didn't expect it to be that big.
There's a file. Yeah. This is 2 days.
This one says 1,000 tool changes.
Yeah.
3 shy of
1,000 tool changes on this dragon.
Wow.
And this is a crystal dragon, right? I think that's what that is.
That's a little cooler than mine.
Wow. No, that's cool.
I love the color combos too.
Yeah.
Like it's got a lot of pastel tone to it. I like that.
It's perfect for Easter. Your Easter dragon. Yeah.
It's a lot of painting too.
Nice work.
Like,
Ricky.
oh my
God.
Yeah, I would want to. Yeah, I did that when I
man,
had it.
I never
It
thought of
sucked.
that.
It was like a day of painting.
Do you think? Well, I don't know. Maybe the designer had pre-painted it using separate objects or something, because that would be
that'd be nice.
I can imagine a world where somebody would sit there and actually paint that like in studio or something, or in
wow.
Yeah.
Floppy frozen fowl.
It's the new FFF.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, here we go. Has anyone tried the new soap filament? Is it real? Can you 3D print soap? Just curious.
Yeah, there was that guy. Well, that was that. What was that? What's that company called?
Oh my god!
Making a soap filament.
What's her name? She just did a video on some of their stuff where it dissolves.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the. Somebody in the chat will know.
Yeah. Let us know. It's real. Someone printed a bluey soap. That's the one I think I saw.
Time Plast? Is that what it's called? Something Plast.
Yeah, it's some of the time.
Chronoplast.
Well, Tech Jeeper just said I talked with a guy from Time Plast for an hour a couple weeks ago. Lush?
Okay. There you go. Yeah, it's Time Plast.
Lush, they're super hard behind
stuff.
in production. Yeah, it kind of got a little soapy in production.
I didn't even get that one. Like a lot.
Hey Google, who's the manufacturer who makes 3D printed soap?
Everyone's.
You're welcome, everybody out there.
Mine said, I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Yeah. I'm gonna call up the Fusion guys, Fusion Filaments, Justin.
Mm-hmm.
They're like freaking. I can drive there in 6 minutes from here.
I've got their phone number if you need it.
I hit them up a long time ago. They were still in a garage. They're like,
Maybe
no,
they
we
can
don't
ship you
need a
with their
tour.
pallet.
I wanted to go talk to them, and I was like, no, they're good. All right, but that was like 3 years ago, so I might have to hit them up. Yeah. Anyways, Bearded Printer, your Dungeon Master tome can now be a book bag. Download the files here.
This is so cool.
Yeah,
check that out. Wow. Oh, okay, and it's like a dice tower up top. I think that's what it looks like.
That's a dice tower-ish thing here.
Yeah, that is so cool. Looks like it's like configurable too.
Yeah, this is cool.
Oh man, I can think of uses for this like outside of D&D stuff.
This is really cool.
That is so cool.
Nice work.
So imagine printing that and then UV printing the cover.
Oh yeah.
To look like a textured leather, you know? Or skin. What?
See the challenge on that. Skin. Whoa.
Well, okay.
It's a purse or a merce. Hey Google, sorry, I said it out loud in my phone. Everything's blowing up
Google,
here.
stop
I read the comment in the battle cry there, and I read it out loud for a minute. You almost got me.
Yeah.
If you printed it, QForge for the cover.
Oh, QForge for the cover.
Oh yeah. Necro. Yeah. If you did like this part in skin, would that be the skin flap?
All right, next one. We're going to the next one.
Next.
QForge is so 2024.
It is.
Hot makes. All right, here we go. Fun mini lamp and coaster set. There you go. Super. Portland, Oregon, or town.
Oh, nice.
There you go. This is lit up here. Nice.
That's cool.
Heck yeah. Nice work.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. I love the light boxes that
with an eyeball. Sorry, Liz. K2 Kevin. So awesome. It belongs in a museum. Save your spools from the moisture of doom. The AMS2 Pro Desiccant box is ready for the refills as you can carry your 3D printing, or you carry out your 3D printing adventures. See it in action here.
For those of
There
you
you
that
go.
have an AMS too.
So this is He said save your spools from the moisture of doom, and he used like a Indiana Jones.
Oh, Raiders of the Last Ark looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I wonder how many people picked up on that. That's awesome.
I didn't.
Not as many as you think.
No, I didn't. But it's cool how it fits right there, though.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's like it's designed for it.
What? What's
That's pretty
next?
sweet.
Some kind of clip that like holds filament.
We'll get
Somebody,
I don't know.
I think that should be made by somebody named Kevin.
Yeah, yeah, and be like a I don't know what, a square or maybe less.
Something like that. Yeah.
I mean, hexagons are the bestagons.
Yes,
So
it's true.
all right. Printed Visions 3D
Dude,
Darth Maul
Yes.
bust.
that's so clean.
That's wild. I
Wow.
need to print that.
It's by Photos Mint,
It's a
Fire
photo-
Engine Red
it's a-
PLA
Of course,
Plus.
it's a Photos Mint.
Yeah, black Bamboo Black Sparkle PLA, CC3D Bone White, Matter Hackers Yellow.
Mhm.
Boom.
Hello.
Man, that looks
Well done.
great.
That's insane. Well, that's a new print for me to do after the event
Mm.
at full size on the XL.
I love it. Next, do a Jar Jar next.
Jar Jar. I updated the Jar. No, I can't.
I don't know what that was.
I don't know
sounded like-
either.
yeah, that sounded like 9 numb.
Yeah. Do you want to read this one?
Jaritos?
Yeah. I'm just giving you a hard time. I updated the Haritos mini lamp in
Bless you.
in two types of flat and angled. Ooh.
Very cool.
Yeah, the coasters just in case.
Mhm.
Daddy Wazzy hooking it
Mini
up with
lamp. So what do you mean by mini lamp?
this guy back here.
Okay,
There's, like,
okay,
a
okay.
little light up. Let's see.
That's pretty freaking cool. I love that.
Super good. All right, next. Bearded printed. Oh my gosh. Bearded printer.
Jim's dying.
The floppy cookie traveling the Milky Way.
This looks delicious.
Yeah.
Turned
I
out
mean, right
awesome.
next to my floppy croissant.
Mhm.
This is
It's your breakfast.
this is
That's
up
tomorrow's
there.
breakfast. Get printing.
Yeah. Breakfast of Champions.
Now just wait till we can actually print food. Oh wait, there's that chocolate printer that could help.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing.
The ultimate
Ellie!
so we just need
Oh,
we need a cookie dough. I wonder if we can combine the pancake bot.
No, what we
With-
do, you
Ooh.
just do it all
with
in
the-
chocolate. You just put some food dye in the chocolate before you cast it.
And then it's all chocolate.
And it's all chocolate.
Oops,
Just
all
add water.
chocolate.
Yeah, I'm going down this road too. I'm getting hungry because we keep
I'm
talking
really
about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
believe
I
we
love it.
tagged
The
this
floppy
one.
cookie.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's my new band name as well.
Andrew Rogers, here it is. The 4x5 Sun-Wide Revision 2
My
in the
buddy would
pinhole
love that.
configuration.
Dude, talk about whiplash. We just went
Oh.
from floppy cookies to 3D printed cameras.
Which will be the lens version with focus, helical, and ground glass
I
pack.
need those.
So wait, did Andrew Rogers, did you design this?
I need the link to this. My buddy does pinhole.
Well, do you remember we had this discussion?
We
because
did, yeah.
Someone was doing pinhole.
Joey was. He made them out of
Right.
cords.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we
this
just
is
we
awesome.
started talking about 3D printed pinhole cameras, and there was like a whole discussion around this.
Andrew says,
and-
"Yep, my design."
Oh, so naturally, someone here
But
goes.
how
"Yep."
does it attach?
They're like, "Hold my Haritos. I'll be right back." and like all of a sudden, I saw pictures. Andrew Rogers was posting, I think, pictures that he's taken with this thing.
That's
I even love that it has an analog rangefinder, or you know what I mean.
Yeah.
The thing on the top.
Analog rangefinder. It's the rangefinder, you know, so you can get super long distance shots with your pinhole camera. I can't say anything. I'm talking.
Viewfinder. There we go. Viewfinder.
Yeah, here.
Rangefinder is what Boba Fett has.
Stick a pin in it. I love it.
Nice.
Fantastic.
There you go.
Oh, that's so cool.
Nice.
Old school. I love it.
With a long exposure.
Extra wide monochrome film.
Yeah, my buddy does this. He would absolutely nuts
God.
if I could print him a whole camera. I printed him a few things. But
I gotta make one now. That's too cool.
Yeah. Oh, look at this thing.
That's wild.
This thing looks like it's $1,000 to like buy the kit and put it together, and
looks like a red cinema.
Yeah. My next video is going to be actually pinhole thousands put together as a animation. The problem is I shake so much it's just a blur. This is test driving the Goodman Zone 6x12 temporary fitted my Kodak 127 lens. So this was, I don't think this was
either an older model or something else that he was testing.
Yeah.
Wasn't the same one we just looked at. It's very cool though. It's so cool.
Yeah, I don't think this was his I don't know if it's not his design.
It's not.
Nope, yeah.
It's not.
That is so cool. Then he, you know, he's like, hold my Haritos, let me make my own. And
that's awesome, dude.
That is really cool, man. Let's see.
I love the subtle filament swap to give it that red ring.
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Right here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Oh man. The 6x12 is not. Yeah, I didn't think that one was yours, but that is such a cool man. Andrew Rogers, nice work. We're gonna refund $10 for the project, and no.
Well, there's Kaylee's lunch tomorrow.
Andrew Rogers, are you coming to the Rocky Mountain Rep Festival?
He's been there the last few years, so yeah, I, mean, I would assume.
He was there last year.
Let me know, because you got to bring this, and like we got to get a pinhole photo.
Yes.
Is it wide angle? Will it fit me in there? I'm just throwing it out there.
Where's tripod? He'll be there.
Andrew, nice. No, normally Andrew Rogers is at Murph for sure.
Yeah, he was at Rocky Mountain last year.
Yeah, he was at Rocky Mountain.
He helped Green.
Oh, that's right. All right, next.
Oh, ask and you shall receive. There we go. We did get a Jar Jar.
Boom. Where's tripod when you need him? Yeah, he can hold the camera for us. It'll be perfect.
Is it? Are we sure we're calling him tripod? I thought we were going mono.
True. I don't know where I put a box. I have, anyways. No regrets. Just in time for May the 4th or early. Who knows? There you go.
That's cool.
Has anyone printed it yet? Oh, here.
Looks like it. Yeah. There you go.
Oh, don't play this music for sure.
Yeah, I bet Disney will be all over.
It's almost more creepy with the support still on it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wow,
Wait a minute. It does kind of look like Jar Jar, yeah.
Uh-huh. Just a little.
Yeah.
What?
That's Jar Jar.
It is Jar Jar.
It's the death.
Yeah.
It's Darth Jar.
What do you mean? It kind of looks like Jar Jar.
No, I was gonna go a different route, but I'm not.
Okay.
Never mind.
The way there's a little bit of drooping with the overhangs, though, it almost looks like that other Gungan, like the chief police Gungan dude that's got like the bits that hang off of his mouth. You know what I'm talking about? Never mind. I'm a nerd.
So good. Nice work. He always does such good work anyway. I love it. Everything he comes out with, like that one time he made that mini gym, that was great. All right, next. Bearded printer. Maxed out the build volume on my 350mm Voron 2.4 with the woven Whopper by Jim the Printer 37.
Awesome.
Little mouse looks extra little here. Definitely got a little sketchy as it reached the top, but turned out great.
Wow.
Whoa. That mouse was on the croissant earlier.
Oh, that's a croissant mouse.
That's
okay.
the croissant, yeah.
Croissant mouse.
Now got a basket to go in. Yeah. So good. Nice work. Oops. Next. All right. I think Liz, you win today for like sharing.
Yeah.
I think
Scroll
you win.
down. I think there's a picture of a pile of maker chips on
the mouse gets around.
The first one.
Oh, Maker Chip Mania returns for Rocky Mountain Rep Festival. Exchange, collect, and display more. How many will you bring? Collect at Rocky Mountain and win Polymaker filament. What? Maker Chip Mania. Design and bring your own Maker Chips. Collect from exhibitors. Visit the Maker Chip table and win prizes.
You need more.
Yeah, I'm walking around, so I gotta take them on the airplane. But
you can always ship them.
I'm about for the year. I don't know. There's a lot to print.
I'm gonna come.
Trust me, I know.
I'm actually making mine the night before we open. I'm just gonna go buy a couple bags of Oreos and hand them out.
Love it.
UV print your logo on them.
So the maker chips have to
no.
There's like a standard for the diameter of a maker chip, but do you have to kind of keep it within that thickness?
Yeah,
too?
up 3 to 3.5 millimeters.
Got it.
So I think the Murph ones we went 3 just for speed, since we were printing so many.
You remember when they're all different sizes? Yes, the mouth is a floozy too. Oh man,
Pepperidge Farm remembers. So does Caleb.
Yeah.
The floozy mice is also a new
band
name.
Chip collector capsule. Thanks to Polymaker, Joe Mikes, and Beaker 3D.
That's pretty sweet.
Breaker.
What? Oh, Breaker. I said Beaker, didn't I?
I know. Yeah,
I am.
It's okay.
This is so good.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna put
So
this.
you slide it in there like a coin, but then it like they flatten out in there.
Open the link I just put in chat too for the maker chips.
Hey, listen, Pogs are here. It's a new game. You guys should check it out.
Oh man, that's so many, dude.
Oh,
You did. Oh well, maybe. Yeah, that's
Wow.
well, not 2, but
Whoa.
we did about 5,000 of them. I was printing from the end of January to the first week in April.
wow.
And this filament was sponsored by West 3D.
What machine is that on?
This was on the XL and the MK4 with MMU3. And I was pumping out. I don't actually have a count. I weighed them because at this volume, at 6 grams a chip, I just weigh the box empty and do the math. So it's somewhere in the ballpark of 5,000. No idea how many at all.
That's awesome.
It's going to be nuts. I'm just dropping them as I walk around.
He's gonna take them to the casino. These are good, right?
Yeah, I love that idea.
All right. Oh, look at this guy.
We know this guy.
I don't know who this guy is.
Is this? Hey, wait! Isn't this the Gen 2 faceplate guy?
No, I think that's the Gen 1 faceplate guy.
Oh yeah, totally different.
All right, Joey. What
Totally
are we
different guy.
seeing? What are we seeing here?
So last August, I came out with the faceplates for my drawers. So you can get the regular drawer or you can get the ones with faceplates. Well, I had people requesting that I make my faceplates look like the old drawers. So I did that. But then I went like a step further. So yeah, like here you can see it next to that's the original drawer design from like 2019. And so this will match those pretty well. There's the new decor drawers that these slide onto.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see that in this video here. But I've been getting very compliant mechanism-y about things. So part of the whole modular system thing is like you can swap things from other faceplates and stuff. So I'm kind of working through that whole process. But like this is a textured piece textured plate. So it's an accent piece that you can snap in place there. And then I've also been working on this, which is something I've wanted to do for a really, really long time with this style of faceplate. But I figured out how to do a mechanical label.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it goes through. Yeah, this was crazy.
Slides into the back.
Yeah. And then struggled here for a moment. There we go. Snapped in.
Oh, that's satisfying.
Yeah.
That's
and then,
so cool.
Same thing. So yeah, you just 3D print your labels. So for like your 5S, you want to keep your stuff organized. Yep, you just snap together.
Dude,
I did like a carbon fiber pattern on that one, and then there we go.
That's crazy.
I recorded this like 5 times because every time I did it, it's like I dropped something or.
Dude, that looks so cool.
Just UV print
there
the label.
We go. I was just gonna say I could make the blanks and UV print panels.
Honestly, you can. Oh, and another tip with UV printing, because it's like the gantry is moving back and forth, right? So like let's say you can fit 10 things across. It doesn't matter too much how deep your UV printer is, but if you can fit more things horizontally across, your print time is almost the same as doing one. So think about that.
It moves faster. Kind of like, in a weird way, it's kind of like resin printing, where it's like the more you can fit on a flat plane.
Yeah. And it would be faster printing it like this as opposed to this.
Exactly. Yes.
Nice. That is super cool. Good advice too. I need to print on food now, I think, and see if it works.
Or you just need to eat some food.
Don't eat it. Just print on it.
Oreos.
I might do it. Saw this posted on Facebook. This is Uncle Jesse post. Stuff is about to get wild with orders, and wild. By wild, I mean unpredictable in regards to what you may or may not be charged right now. So, this person canceled a 3D printer because customs wanted $868 to release the printer, and it was $599 to buy it.
Yep.
So I mean, I don't want political crap here, but like, just when you're ordering something right now, think about that.
The fun part was Amazon was going to start showing people what the tariff percentages were, but then good old buddy Trump decided to give his friend Jeff a call.
Whoa.
No political.
Oh no, we can I'm not holding back on the political stuff anymore, dude. We're living in a weird time, and I'm tired of.
But we have people on both sides, so
my wife just said something.
I'll just say this: I got a bill from UPS from something I got like a month ago. And I was like, what are they charging me? What is this? I already got this. The delivery, like I checked I thought it was fake. I thought it was like literally a scam, but it came from an envelope that said UPS in it, right? And it had a tracking number that I already got and all that stuff. And it ended up being something a company sent me, and they charged me $80.
Yeah.
And I'm talking like freaking a month after it was delivered. So I was just like, what are you talking about? $80? What is this for? Right?
My Core 1 upgrade is supposed to ship in the next week or two. And I'm like, it's under the 800, but is it still going to get hit? Like,
yeah.
There
you go. Core 1, $203 was less than I expected. Wow.
I mean, I was paid $180 for the XL to come through.
You had that recently too, right?
Yeah, I was just gonna say Andrew had that. I just got my Core 1 about probably 3-4 weeks ago. I just got my tariff bill in the mail. I'm like,
right.
Yeah. The passes go when you go to Rocky Mountain, buy the printers that 3D SHQ is selling at Mountain.
But don't worry, guys. China's going to be paying those tariffs. It's not going to be passed on to the consumer.
Ooh, all right. After it's delivered BS. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was fake. I actually called UPS. I was like, "Is this freaking real?"
Yeah, it's like one of those like, "Hey, you owe money to your Easy Pass." Like,
have you been contacted about your car's extended warranty?
Yeah, I'd like to talk to you about your car's extended warranty. Yeah,
Tim's faking Frozen again.
We have a special offer just for you.
Right. Nice.
Did we lose?
No,
Jim?
I think he's faking it again.
He's faking it.
No, he's gone. He's froze.
No, he is actually.
I'm just gonna leave that there for your enjoyment.
That's
good.
How is he talking with not moving his mouth?
He's
really good at it.
He's a ventriloquist. Caleb's got his hand up.
I've been taking ventriloquism.
There you go. There you go.
Can we all recreate this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hold on. Someone take a screenshot.
Somebody will take a screenshot.
Oh, good. All right, couple more. Couple more.
That was amazing.
That was pretty funny.
Yep,
I don't know what's going on. If I stop my camera and start it again, it's still like that.
It's still there.
Time for
Let me
a new
turn it off.
capture
Hang on.
card. Turn it off and turn it on again.
That's what she said.
Hey,
Roll
Not
IT.
to you.
You try turning it off and on again.
Yes.
what if it turns
Only
on
on
to
those
the
days.
blue mode and you just turn
Oh,
it
it's the
again?
blue mode.
Oh, not the blue mode. Not that.
Remember? Yeah. Caleb make Jim a hand puppet.
Weird.
Uh,
Super crazy. All right, we're gonna keep rolling here. This is the same thing. So
yep.
there's that.
Next. That's probably because I'm
Now this,
so cool.
I heard
saw this.
Willow is
Oh
going to
my
be joining
God.
us soon, right? So
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Willow came up with a way to do a multi-material feather on the Prusa XL for 22 minutes for a feather, right? PETG and foam TPU.
Yeah. This is insane.
is
I saw this the other day
freaking-
and just, oh my God. This
My
is
facial expression
insane.
right now says it all.
Yes. Like you could 3D print a tree and make it almost look like one of those fake trees that you see in lobbies.
Thanks. Yeah, this is my consequence for not paying tariffs. My Chinese camera just did this to me. Wow.
That's
so cool, dude.
That's absolutely. I need to figure out how to print that. That's wild.
Oh, this is.
It looks
so
like it's
good.
It looks like it feels so soft to you
Oh, I bet.
because that foam
Look at that.
TPU.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's insane.
like.
I wish we
Imagine,
could get her out to
I wonder if, and this may be what she's doing this for, but imagine like a whole, like those cosplay wings that'll fold out as like
Oh,
backpack,
man.
a whole set of wings with just nothing but these printed feathers on
But
it.
in any color, in
Yeah.
any
Oh, yeah.
well, any color that they make that material in, right? I guess. there's
Oh
a
yeah,
limitation.
true.
But like, wow.
That's
Tech Cheaper says somebody did a feather with an LED light inside of it too. That's crazy.
Nice. Looks like it's made out of gum.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm hungry. Dan Adams is having hot mix withdrawals, so we just gave him his fix.
nice.
Oh, okay.
And then
I thought there was more of that.
Urban buff paint job.
This is
There was
the good
one.
old
There was
rubber
one that we
buff.
skipped, but we've done a lot, so it's okay. Oh, that's awesome!
Whoa.
Whoa.
Look at all those.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. That's
really
so
wild.
cool. Love it.
That's
That's
cool.
so good.
Jim's face says it all.
Yeah. Exactly. Does. I mean, I turned my camera off and I still got the same. Actually, my camera is showing me on the screen right now, so I don't know what the heck is going on here.
Sledgehammer.
The rub and buff is incredible, absolutely, and witchcraft, of course. Someone could print an LED frozen chicken. That would be
Yep.
that would be
Okay.
something.
Okay.
That'd be cool.
An LED sign.
The frozen chicken LED sign. Awesome. Well, yeah. I mean, I know we're a little bit long here, so I don't want to keep too long. But Justin, we're super pumped, man. We're going to see you here
It's
shortly.
gonna be wild.
In a week,
You know,
basically.
Yeah, basically. I can't
Right.
believe it's already happening. It was weird because the weekend of what would have been the event, I was all stressed out for other things. I'm like, wait, this feels right.
Wait, it's already happening?
Yeah.
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 It's going to be
I mean,
next week. I can't believe it's already happening. Man, RMRRF was so much fun.
Yeah. For those watching after, RMRRF is
Yeah.
awesome.
This is actually the recap episode.
Yes, where I'm asleep through it.
thank you, Killer Prince. I appreciate that.
He really is full unfrozen. It's kind of weird
Yeah.
to look at him to
You know,
get his facial expression.
I've seen.
It looks like he
worse-
just got back from Colorado.
Yeah.
This is true.
I've seen worse I've seen worse frozen pictures. So I mean, like that's not terrible.
At least you aren't blue. That's the important part.
Yeah.
For those again that aren't coming on our website on the schedule page, there's links to Saturday and Sunday live streams for the chats. We're just gonna hit go and let it go the whole time because trying to manage on and off the whole day is a nightmare. But we're gonna live stream and everyone can enjoy it if they can't make it, and they can watch it later like I'm gonna have to do because I don't think I'll catch about 5 minutes of the talk. So
here before we go, I'll do
oh, here he goes. The real Sam Prentice. Yeah. Or the alternative Sam Prentice. Dollar store Sam Prentice.
Oh, yeah, we get a quick preview.
Yeah, just a little.
Are you bringing this?
Little sneak peek. I got the center leg mechanism.
Are you bringing it to the event?
Oh, hang on.
Got the arms working.
He just flipped you off.
Yeah, and I got the center leg working.
Oh, I bet you did.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Retractable. Nice.
Yeah. That's about as far as I got. I've got the dome. I actually have the dome, some of the dome animatronics working, but I don't have it plugged in right now. But I'm getting there.
David Will said that is hilarious.
You need a taser to pop out.
Yeah.
No, that's R2. That's R2 happy to see you. I love it. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much. Justin, thank you and the crew for showing up today. I got to get flying. I'm going to get home and get the little guy in bed. But everybody else, Tech Jeeper, I just saw your chat. I'm going to check that out when we're done with the stream here. But he chatted.
Get your stickers. We have 5,000 of these too.
Yeah. Boom. Nice.
Yeah.
R2 After Dark.
There we go.
I love it. Oh boy, Kevin, that's another funny comment. Here we go. There we go.
Oh, that was good. Jim's face again. Perfect. Anyway, did we fully lose Jim?
Is Jim still here? Did he just leave?
No,
we wouldn't know.
Yeah, we wouldn't know. I think he just left.
He could just do this.
Oh,
just like
Karen just posted the screenshot of the actual Frozen thing on Twitter.
Where?
On Twitter, she just posted it. Like,
oh, fantastic!
Sorry, it's not focusing, but that was awesome.
Well, we'll keep everybody posted if we're going to be here in 2 weeks. Otherwise, we will see you not this weekend coming, but the following weekend in Loveland, Colorado.
Woo.
So come say hi. You'll have all three of us, Caleb, Joey, well, all of us technically will be there.
Yeah.
And if you can catch me on the Segway, good luck.
There it is.
Nothing a stick in the spokes couldn't stop.
Right?
That's awesome.
That's funny. Yeah, that's a good one.
Don't drop the soap film. That's nice.
All right, guys. Have a great night. You guys ready? Anything else? Am I missing anything, Caleb?
Check everything out on RMRRF.com, and we'll see you in a little over a week. Thank you guys for making this event possible.
Awesome. Joey, anything?
I think that's it.
I almost thought you were frozen there for a second.
And StreamYard died.
All right.
Awesome.
Later, everybody.
Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you soon if you're going to be there. If not, have a great week or a couple weeks, and later. Bye.
Later.
Said what? Where? Oh.
No, nobody else.
No, we didn't realize what you were doing. Oh, I didn't see the private chat. That's why.
You didn't. Okay, I see how it is.
Yeah, I wasn't listening.
I mean,